Today I'm going to be doing an NFL power ranking, so let's get right into it. Cardinals are at 32. I actually like their draft besides one pick. This fuck ass pick. Oh my god, this inspires no hope. It actually just hurts the team. I hate Carson Beck. I hate this pick. I really don't like this. And Jacoby Brissett, in my opinion, he's shit. At this point in their career, he's terrible. It's all bad for them. Their O-line's kind of bad. That conflicts with their love pick. They got a few solid linemen, so it won't be terrible like Janty was, but like certainly not gonna be good. But that's all I really gotta say on the Cardinals. So let's get to the next team. At 31, we have the Jets, and I feel like they're a year away or one more good tank away from being a really good team. I don't know if Aaron Glenn will survive another ass year, but they're building something solid. I like what they got going on in New York, but they're probably gonna be shit this season. Anyways, let's get to the next team. The Dolphins are at 30, and I like Malik Willis. I like A-Chain. But besides that, it's all bad. They're so shit, man. I don't got much to say on the Dolphins. It's kind of all bad. They brought in a new coaching staff. I don't know what to say about them. I haven't seen them do anything yet. But like, it's shit there. Anyways, let's get to the next team. At 29, we have the Browns. And just look at their QB room. They got a sex offender, a racist, Adolf Hitler, and Taylor Green. This is a disaster. Besides that, they got a good defense. Not much else going on in Cleveland. I don't got much else to say about the Browns. Next up is the Raiders, and I got them at 28. I do believe in Mendoza. I just don't believe in the roster. I don't think they got enough talent yet to actually compete with teams. I think they're kind of sorry right now, but I might be wrong about this. I don't know, but let's get to the next team. At 27, we have the Steelers. Oh my god, they got one of the oldest rosters in the NFL. One of the most overpaid rosters in the NFL. Horrible QB room. Rodgers, even if he comes back, still gonna be terrible. Their defense gonna be sorry next year. It's all bad. I ain't gonna lie. But that's all I gotta say on the Steelers. The Buccaneers are at 26, and they arguably got the worst head coach in the league. I don't believe in Baker. I think everything's gonna get blown up after the season. I think everybody's fired. I think it's over for them. Honestly, I really do. I think they restart with the young talent they got, and I feel like they could do it. They could actually be a team that could successfully retool in a few years. Anyways, let's get to the next team. At 25, we have the Colts, and I think they got worse in the offseason. Maybe Daniel Jones comes back, they go on a magical run, but right now, Anthony Richardson and the other dude they brought in doesn't move me. I don't believe in them, especially how it went last season when they had no quarterback. Shit getting scary over there. But anyways, let's get to the next team. The Giants are at 24. They did a lot right in the offseason. I just don't believe in Jackson Dart. I'm sorry, bruh. Or Harbaugh. I think they both trash. But overall, I like the Giants as a team. I like their defense. I think they're a year away from really being good. But oh yeah, I also like their draft. I think they're gonna be decent in a few years. Give it time, but like right now, I think they're gonna be ass. I think they're gonna be trash this season. Anyways, let's get to the next team. At 23, we have the Saints, and I like what they did in the offseason. I think they're gonna be decent in a few years. I like their offense. Shuck and Tyson gonna be scary duo, but I think that defense is gonna be ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. But in a few years, shit can get scary if they improve that defense. I think they'll be competitive. I don't think they'll win a lot of games. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's get to the next team. At 22, I got the Falcons. I don't know, man. Tua and Penix don't move me. I think they had a good draft, but they didn't have a first round pick. No blue chip prospects. The head coach hire doesn't move me. neither. And honestly, I think they're just gonna stay bad. But that's all I gotta say on the Falcons. At 23, I got the Commanders, and Jaden Daniels is good. I like their draft. I love that Sonny Styles pick, but the rest of their offense is dog shit. And honestly, their defense is gonna be much faster, much younger, probably much better. But that offense is gonna struggle. Jaden's gonna have to do it. My phone turned off, but Jaden's gonna have to carry that offense a lot. And honestly, to actually compete with teams, it's rough. It's gonna be really rough for them. But they're a really good offseason away from being contenders and actually being good again. And that stinks, bruh. They wasted Jaden's rookie contract. It's been terrible for him. But anyways, let's get to the next team. At 20, I got the Vikings, and I do believe they improved in the offseason. But really, I just don't know about Kyler Murray. This is what it comes down to. And I do believe they made the right choice. Moving on from Kyler, there's no chance McCarthy wins that QB battle, let's be honest. And I just don't believe in either of them. I know they got 9 wins with arguably the worst quarterback in the NFL, but I just don't believe in them. I just don't believe Kyler can lead a team to more than 10 wins, especially in the NFC North. There's going to be 6 tough games. I just don't believe he can do it. I sure just don't believe in him. But that's all I really got to say on the Vikings. The Titans are at 19. I like Cam Ward. I like Carnell Tate. I like what they got going on offense and on defense. I just don't think the talent's enough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like a few players on the offense and on the defense. I like their coaching staff, but I don't know. 1 year turnaround for this roster seems a little rough. I don't think they can do it. I think they're a year away from being really good though. And that's all I really gotta say on the Titans. At 18, I got the Lions, and honestly, Dan Campbell was right. 2023 was their final chance. I don't believe in Dan Campbell. Honestly, I truly don't. I think he was a Ben Johnson merchant. Jared Goff's gonna put up good stats. St. Brown's gonna be good. Jahmyr Gibbs gonna be good. Campbell's gonna be good. Their offense is gonna be really good, but that defense, their safety cores, fried. They're fried. Brian Branch tore his ACL. I forgot what Kirby Joseph had, but he also had a major injury. And Aiden Hutchinson has a mountain of injuries. He will be good, but he's not going to be the same. And honestly, I just think it's over. I think the window's passed him up. It's over, man. Next up is the Niners at 17. Honestly, I think they're due for a fall off. I like Kyle Shanahan. I think he's one of the best offensive minds in football. But I'm not gonna lie to you, the drafts for the past 5 years have been really shitty and haven't made any good free agency moves. They brought in Mike Evans. I'm not too big on Mike Evans. I just think it's over. It's done. They're gonna get 9 wins and not much else. Anyways, let's get to the next team. At 16, I got the Chargers, and I just don't believe in them. I really don't. I think Herbert's a fraud. I think that whole CEO, head coach gimmick they got going on over there doesn't work anymore. I truly don't think it works. And plus, they lost their DC, Jesse Minter. I think that was the backbone of their defense, and I think they're kind of fucked now, honestly. They brought in a new OC. I will probably improve the offense. They improved the offensive line slightly. Brought in a few more weapons. Nothing moves me though. Nothing convinces me they're going to stay top 10, especially if we're improving in AFC. Their schedule is pretty rough, and I just don't think they're going to be that good this season. Honestly though. I just don't believe they're going to be a top 10 team in the league. I'm just going to be honest. But anyways, let's get to the next team. The Panthers are at 15, and I really like what they did in the offseason. I don't really care for Bryce Young, I'm not gonna lie. that doesn't move me at all. I really like Tedderell McMillan. I really like that receiver core. I think the defense is going to be really good this season. But I don't know about Bryce Young. I really don't know. This is the one I'm not too sure on. At 15, I could see them being a top 10 team in the league. I'm really high on them. I just need to see Bryce Young actually be good for a full season. But besides that, that's all I really got to say on it. At 14, I got the Bengals, and honestly, I like their offseason. I like the Dexter Lawrence trade. I think that's going to improve their defense a lot. The one thing about the offseason that I don't like is something they didn't do. Fire their coach. People have been saying fire the coach for 4 years in a row. He still has a job. Still coaching Joe Burrow. Just the stupidest thing the Bengals could have done. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is bring him back. But besides that, I think they're gonna be decent. I think they're gonna be good. I think the talent's too much to fail. But they're not gonna go too far with that dude at head coach. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anyways, let's get to the next team. Next at 13, I got the Cowboys. You know, I've always been a Dak guy. I really like their offense, especially with them retaining George Pickens, retaining most of the guys that made the offense so good last year, and improving the defense a massive amount. Caleb Downs is great. It's great all around. And they fired Matt Eberflus. They're back. They're back, man. But anyways, let's get on to the next team. The Jags are at 12, and you know, in my opinion, they had a horrible offseason. They lost so many good players for nothing. They didn't even get any picks. They just let Travis Etienne walk and Devin Lloyd walk in free agency. Ridiculous. And honestly, their draft was terrible. Their draft is insane. Maybe they'll be right. I'm wrong. The NFL team knows more than me. Shocker, but like, I don't know. I really don't know. For now, I have them here, but we'll see later on. Anyways, let's get to the next team. At 11, I got the Packers, and honestly, I don't see the hype around them. I might be biased because I'm a Bears fan, this, that, and beyond, but like, I don't see how they improved this much this offseason. They lost a lot of their wide receiver core. Matthew Golden had 0 touchdowns in the regular season. I just don't see the vision. I don't. I really don't. Micah Parsons, Tucker Kraft also had major injuries. I don't know if they'll be the same ever again. Honestly, I just don't see the vision. I don't know how they improved this much this offseason. I don't know. But anyways, let's get on to the next team. At 10, I got the Texans, and I really like their draft and their offseason. But the one thing holding me back from saying top 5, top 3, top 2 even, is their offense, and specifically CJ Stroud. I have them at 10. They could easily be 1 if Stroud is good. If Stroud is good and can somehow return to his rookie year form. But honestly, I think that's out the window at this point in his career. They can easily be the best team in the league. But CJ, I don't know. If he could just be average, they're a top 5 team in the league. But he wasn't last year, and I don't know if he's going to be good this year. I really don't know. But anyways, let's get on to the next team. Next at 9, I got the Bears, and honestly, I really like their offseason. Obviously, their center retired, Drew Dolman. That's out of their control, but like, that's rough. They lost Declan Doyle. He wasn't calling plays, so it's fine. But that draft was pretty good. I don't know about Sam Roush and not picking his D-line into the 6th round. Crazy decision. But like, the offense is going to be great. I don't doubt that Cable's going to be good. I don't doubt the front game's going to be good with Swift and Mononga. But like, it's the defense I worry about. The secondary's fine. You got Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson, Dylan Diamond, Kobe Bryant, and safety room is fine. That's good. The D-lineman though. The D-lineman, especially that edge room, really stinks. I'm not gonna lie to you. They suck. Maybe a motivated Tank Bo's actually good. Maybe Dennis Allen was right. Tank Bo's the truth. I don't know right now, but like, we'll see. Anyways, let's get on to the next thing. Next, I got the Eagles, and I don't know. At the time of recording this, AJ Brown still hasn't been traded to the Patriots. But we all know what's going to happen. AJ Brown's going to get traded, no matter what. And they drafted Mekhi Lemon as his replacement. You know, Mekhi Lemon, Devonta Smith, solid wide receiver core. And they fired Kevin Patullo. You know, they had a pretty good offseason. They lost a few players, but that's fine. They got a lot of depth. You know, that's cool. But my main concern with the Eagles and why I can't put them top 5, even though I think their defense is like top 5, top 3, top 2 even, but I can't do it because of Jalen Hurts, man. I know what he is at this point in his career. He's fine, top 15, top 13 starter in the league. He can lead a team to a Super Bowl, but he's so limited to a point where I just can't. To where I can't put him top 5, but I do think Hurts is a little overrated, but that's a topic for another day. Let's get on to the next team. Next at 7, I got the Chiefs, and this kind of a legacy pick for me. If I'm gonna be honest, man, I don't actually believe in the Chiefs as much. I really don't. I don't think Mahomes is gonna be the same coming off that injury. I think their defense is gonna have to be really good and relying on a bunch of rookies. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't know about the Chiefs. I think they could be the 13th, 15th, maybe even 20th best team in the league, if I'm being honest, man. But I'll put them here out of respect for what Mahomes has done in the past. Anyways, let's get on to the next team. At 6, I got the Patriots, and I believe in Drake May, but I don't know. I don't think they'll be a top 5 team this year. Obviously, AJ Brown's going to be a massive addition. Before this, I had him at 10. I'm not even going to lie. Before the AJ Brown shit came out. But, we'll see. We'll see. Still, at the time of recording this video, he still hasn't been traded. Maybe in post, he has been. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to take that long, but we'll see. Anyways, for the rest of the team, I think they got a really good defense, honestly. And they're a really good team, honestly. They'll be back in Super Bowl contention. They'll be really good this year. And honestly, Ferris, they got it. I was hating on Drake May earlier. That's before I made the channel, but like, Ferris, they got it. Anyways, let's get on to the next team. At 5, I got the Bills, and I'm going to be so honest. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I think their window's passed them up, and they're forever just going to be a regular season team. They'll be solid. They'll get 13, 10 wins. They'll be good. Josh Allen will be good. They got DJ Moore. That's not going to thread the needle. I'm a Bears fan. I love DJ Moore. He's not going to thread the needle and change a second round exit to a Super Bowl team magically. Firing their head coach and bringing in their OCs not going to change shit. They're the same team they were last year with a slightly better offensive attack. James Cook's going to go crazy, 1,500, but that's not going to change what Josh Allen's going to do in the playoffs. Honestly, they'll be good. It's fine, but like, it's over for them. It's over. Anyways, let's get on to the next team. The Ravens are at 4, and I kind of got to hurry this up. This video's way too long. I spent way too much on this video. We got to hurry up. Anyways, the Max Crosby stuff don't really bother me no more because they got Trey Hendrickson. They lost Tyler Linderbaum. That's going to be a huge factor for the Ravens. He was so big for the offense. They'll be good. They'll be obviously a top 5 team still. Lamar's going to be incredible. That's obvious. The thing I have an issue with is their wide receivers and why I can't put them as like a top 3 team or Super Bowl contenders or a true Super Bowl contender. Because Zay Flowers isn't a wide receiver 1. Besides that, I like the DC. I love the team. Anyways, let's get on to the next team. Now on to the top 3. At 3, I have the Seahawks, and I really like the Seahawks team. Obviously, they won the Super Bowl last year. Their draft was decent. They lost a lot of players, but they have so much depth that it doesn't really matter to them. And they're Super Bowl champions. They're obviously going to be in top 3, and yeah, that's all I really got to say on them. Anyways, let's get on to the next team. At 2, I got the Broncos, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't love their offseason at first, but Jalen Waddle moves me, man. That moves me, honestly. I think that Waddle and Bo Nix connection is going to be crazy this season. And besides that, They made the AFC Championship. If it wasn't for Bo Nix's ankle exploding, they'd probably be in the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously, this could look crazy in a few months when the season starts, and if they start selling, turns out them one-score games were fluky, and they aren't that good. I'm gonna look stupid, but I do think it's sustainable. Or not the one-score games, but like their ability to win games is sustainable. And you know, I just believe in the talent. Bo Nix is gonna be a top 13 guy. Be fun enough. I think they have the third best defense in the league, and honestly, I think that's enough to put them like Super Bowl contention. Anyways, let's get on to the next team. Now, the team I think is going to be the best in the league by far, actually, is the Rams. It's pretty obvious. Everybody has this. Everybody knows they have the best roster, the best talent. Everybody knows this now. Common knowledge, and yeah, they're Super Bowl favorites. Obviously, they have Matthew Stafford, the reigning MVP. Puka Nacua, he might be a neo-Nazi, but he is good at football. But anyways, I hated their draft. I think Ty Simpson, I said in my last video that he was one of the worst QBs, or one of the worst picks in the last few decades. I still believe that. I don't like Ty Simpson at all. And besides that, they got a great roster. Doesn't really matter what they did in the draft. They still have the best roster in the league by far. Now I don't think it's as like large of a gap between them and the Broncos or Seahawks. Yeah, but that's all I really gotta say on all 32 teams in the league. And with that said, let's get on to the outro, I guess. Anyways, that was my power rankings, and you know, if anybody's still here, thank you, bro. Besides that, my next video is actually gonna be more creative. Like the power rankings, mock draft, and draft reaction videos. I don't know. If this channel does good, I'm gonna make like a separate channel and do more like, I guess, basic ideas. But when the season starts, I'm gonna really be locking it. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. Anyways, anybody still here, comment deodorant. I don't know, that's the first thing I thought of. Anyways, love y'all.